When we're live.
Hello, everybody.
Can't wait till there's a day where we go live and there's actually people waiting for us to go live.
That'll happen.
It's all comments. It's all comments like, "God, you guys are like 20 minutes late."
Hey,
God, we're busy.
we're lighting up on the Twitter, so it's only a matter of time.
Yeah, blow up.
And any lateness concerns now or in the future are very definitely, most likely my fault. So
Probably.
Dylan's the punctual one, and I'm the non-punctual one because we're from different coasts and we live at different paces.
Fair enough. And John's just the casually shows up when
John's wildcard, man. John does whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Like he's still
he could show up like halfway through this. We don't know.
You never know, man. You never know. He did book some time in the middle, so we'll see if he shows up for his sponsored spot in the middle. We're gonna keep teasing that.
Yes.
Johnny's gonna show up for. He did buy some time, but when he shows up to claim it is up to him.
It's true. He never said when. He just bought it.
Yeah. We're not super good at contracts and stuff. Like I really didn't think it through. But it was fun, right? It's like entertainment.
Yeah.
We're not just like wrestling robots here.
Exactly. We're not just here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the chamber.
Yeah, of course. That's always just the segue.
Yeah, we got to do a little jazz back and forth.
Little razzmatazz, man. It's pro wrestling. This is like our equivalent of wearing a cape. Some shit like that.
Exactly.
I remember like Wade Barrett started wearing a cape and someone asked him why, and he was like, "Dude, it's pro wrestling. You got to have a little razzmatazz."
That's amazing.
It's perfect. I was like, "Yep, that's perfect, Wade Barrett. That's perfect."
It was when he was King Barrett, eh?
Oh yeah.
Even though it doesn't make I guess kings wear capes. I don't know. Anyways, way off track here.
That was a quick nugget there. That's good.
There you go.
Yeah, Elimination Chamber 2018.
Yeah. It was so it was disappointing in the sense that I think we kind of put that on ourselves because we kind of were like, they're not going to be as predictable as we think they are, and then they were just predictable like we thought they were going to be.
Yeah,
so that was a little disappointing.
I was thinking through our picks like as we were watching, obviously, and I think that it was nice that we remain hopeful.
Yes.
In our picks and expectations of WWE that they will tell a compelling story at some time. And I'm here to still waiting for it, baby, at any time. I think that all of our fantasy booking from the previous show was honestly like much better than everything I saw in Elimination Chamber.
Came out just rolling for Mania.
Like fuck, man! It was like honestly, like we kept doing these things on the previous show. We'd be like, I think this is gonna happen, but I hope this is what happens. Yeah. And like all the things that we cynically thought probably would happen, whatever, fuck it, exactly what happened.
Yeah.
And all the shit that could have happened would have been much more satisfying.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, though, like we said, we're building to just the Mania to end all Manias. And then we can start fresh.
I'm super happy. It's like Mania Fleur-de-Lis, but to me, it's Mania Glass Ceiling. Mania Glass Ceiling.
Dude, no, we still don't know. I get, like this steroid shit, man.
Look, man, like I was saying, since he went over so fucking hard, and the way he went over, they already had the graphic ready for like 3 seconds later. That all tells me that it's no worries. So
yeah.
So it goes. Big Dave Meltzer did say that he thought they might be legit just based on like the same thing we were saying, like the company reactions.
You never know,
all that kind of stuff, right? Like you can't just libel WWE and their superstars. So like it'll all come out in the wash, man. But the indications right now say that no big deal, and
we move forward.
Head on to Vince's Wet Dream Mania.
But we'll get to that.
Oh yeah, I mean it dominates, but it's like. It was so predictable, but it didn't seem that way until about 5 minutes left at least, which was nice. But yeah, we'll start at this start.
Yeah, we'll start with the Women's Chamber, which was actually, I really enjoyed it.
I love
one of the better chambers I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
The women, I would say probably one of the best people to come out of it was probably Sasha.
Yeah.
Mickey, if she would have got more time, because she was going ham. But Sasha, right out the gate, man, just throwing chicks into the pod and
she was intense, man.
Yeah, she was going hard.
Yeah, it was great. There were several really good story points and really good spots and shit like that. Like that one spot where Alexa did the Twisted Bliss off the pod. And then Sasha, I get that Sasha maybe should have sold it a little more, but
that was weird.
Rolling all the way through and then rolling into the ring and getting up,
smart,
and then 3 more spots after, like that was some great fucking work, man. Like you don't normally see shit like that. Like that was dope.
No, well, yeah, no, the whole move and shit was awesome. It was just a weird. It was just like awkwardly executed because it's like she hits her move that's like her finisher, and then she just like I don't know. I think she was supposed to get her knees up maybe, but like it was super dangerous to do that high up.
It looked super cool. Like they were just like they don't normally get spots like that, you know. So
and for her to do that, that was fucking dope. But we'll run through from the beginning. Shayna Baszler and Bayley started off.
I thought that was a weird choice, but then it made sense. Like most of this match.
So watching it, I was like, you could kind of tell who was going to come in at which points.
Totally.
But whatever, like it worked out perfectly, like you said. It played perfectly. Obviously, Mandy Rose comes in after. Yeah. Bayley has to take them on, gets double teams.
Great story, man. Great story through this whole match, you know?
It was,
I thought it was setting up for like Bayley being the super underdog winner, like we were talking about, or Sasha being like the, asshole winner. Like we were talking about.
Which they teased.
But like, like I thought it was a little weird to start with Sonya Deville, but then it made sense right away because they were gonna beat Bayley down. And then you had to know Sasha was coming out next, right?
Oh yeah.
And then 2-on-2, fucking just murdered him. Sasha, like you were saying, attitude was fantastic.
She killed it.
I love that edge to her character. Mm-hmm. She definitely needs that.
Well, they took advantage too of the structure. Like they didn't just have a regular match. Like they were hitting their they were just doing everything they could.
I love the use of the chamber, that they were unafraid to use the full like environment around them, and they did all the spots, like at some point in the middle there I was thinking they could use a few more like chamber spots. Like they're just kind of like this is going really well, but like I want to see a couple pod spots and shit, and they totally filled it up, man. Like that was really dope. That's Sasha turning on Bayley moment. Holy shit.
Yeah, we'll build. Do you want to just hit it now, or you want to build to it?
Okay. I'm just picking out my spots as they're coming into my mind, man.
For sure. Yeah, we'll just go right to that then.
Yeah, because I mean, like, I really liked I liked the whole story told, like that, Absolution got beat and then Alexa was getting hunted, and like the stories were kind of similar at the end there in both chambers. Where
that
like
you
had a kind of 2-on-1 and then kind of a dipshit, turn before you've slayed the giant kind of thing.
Yeah, and like, but so many times too, it's like all these people team up and then they turn on each other too quickly. Yeah, it's like, why wouldn't you team up and get the person eliminated and then turn on each other? Like, I get the quick surprise to get them. Yeah, like the men's one was the worst.
Like Sasha, like let a dark moment seep into her heart.
That was perfect. That there was no better time to do that. Yeah,
that was wonderful. And then the look on her face, like it was exactly like that tweet I put up on the Twitter. Somebody else, I forget.
Oh, the Lion King.
Lion King, man. Yeah. Lion King. It was wonderful.
Exactly like that.
I really love that spot. I loved most of the story told in this match, including the Alexa stuff. They actually made her look strong too at the same time, which was amazing. After
my god, yeah, her like you said, man, the jump off the top was fucking beautiful. I'm almost like, as much as I miss the non-padding chamber, you're almost kind of glad they didn't have it because the girls probably would have tried way too hard to like go with it, and they definitely there would have been a lot of injuries.
Yeah, because they don't really work that physical of a style, right? So, like, I'm kind of glad too. It just lets people have a little more freedom without having to worry so much and protect themselves throughout the whole thing.
I just think the Sasha knocking Bayley off the top would have been so much more devastating.
Yeah,
if it wasn't the padding, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, totally. But it's one of those things that like we all know it's not real. So like, let's have fun and like let's not have people get hurt.
No, that's the thing. Like, I think that was one of the best changes they made was putting the padding in because it allows them to do way more shit.
I agree. And like, everybody just feels a little bit safer doing it. And Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose had a really good showing. I thought they would look way more green than they did.
They were good, but I think the spot where they put Bayley's arms in the cage, it's just like, you got to do it twice. When you just put her in, like, she can just pull her arms out.
They hit their spots quite well,
They were
being they had to put in about, Sonya Deville put in 10 minutes of work, Mandy Rose put in like 5 minutes of work, and like they definitely did their jobs as like the two definite undercard people in that match. And I've been pretty satisfied with like how Absolution is getting over and working.
I feel like they got the bump with Paige getting hurt because now it's not about Paige. They have
Yeah.
to carry the load.
Yeah.
So it definitely helped them out a lot.
I just feel like they both seem a little more comfortable than they did a couple months ago.
Oh yeah, big time.
Just on camera and in the ring and stuff, like it's less clunky and less green, you know? And yeah, I don't know. I mean, like you can only ask so much of rookies, and I think they're both doing pretty well right now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're doing great.
Yeah.
But I guess we can just run through it quick then. So yeah, it was Sasha came in, then they eliminated Mandy Rose.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Mandy Rose got eliminated first, right? And then Mickie James came in, and I think Mickie James eliminated Sonya.
Because Sonya Deville took that took the Luthez press off the top of the pod.
Yes.
Which is pretty cool. She kind of fucked it a little bit, but it still looked pretty good.
Oh yeah, that spot. Like, ooh, yeah, she fucked that up huge.
Yeah, it looked okay. Like,
yeah,
I think he kind of mistimed it, and Deville kind of mistimed the.
Yeah, I forgot about that spot.
Yeah.
Mickie James looked terrified doing that.
Yeah, she did. She totally hesitated.
Yeah.
She hesitated for like a full second.
But then and then instantly Bayley eliminates Mickie. Okay, fucking Michael Cole was awful at the chamber, man. He's going. I think it was Coach was like, "Oh, that's not good for Alexa," and Cole's like, "What are you talking about? That's like one less person for Alexa Bliss to worry about." And he's like, "Well, no, that was her like partner. Yeah. Now it's just now it's two people against her." And he's like, "Yeah, but there's only 3 people now." It's like, Cole, you moron. It's all about teams. Like
that was like the thing coming in was about the teams, Cole. Like,
yeah.
Doesn't he have Vince screaming in his ear anymore, or did Vince just forget? Also about the
or
teams?
maybe Vince was like, say, I don't know.
I thought that like Mickie got knocked out before Alexa even got out. So like, how was their team storyline supposed to play out? It just didn't. It just was gone.
Which I think was good because then you don't have to worry about Mickie being like, is she face? Is she heel? Is she teaming with her? Like you never figured it out, so you don't know.
It totally fine with me, but like they walked out of the last women's segment before Chamber. I think Alexa Bliss and Mickie walked out together, right? Stood tall together, and then just to not even have them interact is fucking weird.
It is, but I liked it because I mean we already got all like the teams teaming and stuff, so it was kind of.
I like the way it played out because then you had
Alexa running
Sasha
away.
And Alexa running away quite effectively. Actually, never seen someone run away that effectively in a chamber before.
Yeah, luckily she didn't have Braun chasing her like the Miz. Poor Miz had no chance. Alexa at least got like 5 minutes of running away. Braun just like climb, gotcha.
Oh God, Braun, fuck, what a monster.
We'll get to him. Yeah.
But I really liked Alexa looking strong at the end, like putting both Bayley and Sasha down. And yeah, man, like that the whole thing worked for me on all the fronts, you know. Sasha Bayley, implosion, Absolution getting over, Alexa looking strong. The only person who didn't come out better, I think, was Mickie James.
Which I think she would have if she was just in a little bit longer, because she got in a lot of great spots because she was just running wild.
I like Mickie James as what she is, like that mid-carder, you know, kind of female wrestler, like not legend, veteran. I don't want to call her a legend. I don't think she's.
Well, she kind of is. I mean, she's tied for the most reigns and stuff. Like.
Yeah, but like I don't know. That's like saying like those steroided dudes in the '90s and the home runs. It wasn't really like an equal scene. Like her getting 9 Diva title runs is like there were like 4 women and they all just traded it and nobody took it seriously. It's like the hardcore title.
Yeah, but then you'd have to say that about Trish and Lita.
Trish and Lita were like special, but they were like the only 2 and they couldn't be champion all the fucking time.
But that's what I'm saying. Like Mickie was around when they were around.
Kind of. Like she came in and kind of picked it up after.
Yeah.
But I don't know. To me at least, Mickie doesn't qualify for legend. We'll call it an IMO situation.
Yeah, she could definitely get there.
Yeah.
But I think like coming off like 2, you're saying Alexa looking strong. I think like I don't know, we were saying she doesn't look like a WrestleMania type champion, but I think after this match, man, I definitely think she looks good in the main event. Well, not main event, but she looks like a Raw champion. And I think you give her maybe give her Nia, man. Let her beat Nia, and then you can definitely if you give her Asuka, if you're doing that, because I saw some card saying it might be Asuka Alexa.
Yeah.
If you let Alexa beat Nia, then that completely puts her over as like a potential threat against Asuka.
I don't think she'll beat Nia. For what it's worth, like if they go one-on-one.
I don't think they will, but I think that it would be nice if they did, because then it would really elevate
It would be nice if they did. I feel like they probably feel like Alexa's high enough at this point.
For sure,
like Nia could use the bump and the win and the Mania spot and stuff. So like, you know, I would hesitate to. I don't see Alexa Bliss winning at Mania either way.
Oh, I don't see her winning, but I think she's more credible against Asuka if
Yes.
she wrestles Asuka. If you give her like another big profile win,
I think Asuka's like pretty dead set on Charlotte at this point.
Really, not for what I saw, it was Asuka Alexa, but that was just like one person.
What does Charlotte do then? I did see a backup, which was Becky Lynch in Charlotte.
I mean, if you want to turn Charlotte heel and go Becky and Charlotte, or I don't know.
Becky Charlotte feels a lot like AJ Knock, which is on the same show though, right?
For sure, I think of all the SmackDown women's matches, that's the one I'd want to see the most.
I want to see Asuka Charlotte right now, honestly.
I saw a lot of people saying they want to build it a bit more, but I don't. I think it doesn't really need it.
I think you do it now, and I think you actually have Charlotte break the streak, but we'll get that some other time.
Well, you don't think you have Asuka win and then Charlotte break it next Mania?
No.
Ooh.
No, because then you know Asuka's going to be champ for like a long time, right? And that would be like a huge shocker moment. Would put Charlotte over huge, and then they could rematch at some point. And then you got Ronda for both of them. It's money. It's all money, man.
I mean, that's a logical thing to do, but
I think so. But yeah, I feel like Asuka's going Charlotte, which leaves Alexa with probably Nia. Unless they're going to do a 4-way and also throw Bayley and Sasha in there, because Bayley and Sasha clearly have a program right now. Yeah. It's just, where is that program going out of this? Is it going just to them, or is it going in the title match?
We'll probably see it tonight. They'll probably hint towards what's going to happen.
But I really did like everything coming out of this, and then an added cherry on top was Alexa fucking cutting that dope, amazing,
so good
match. I was like, you know, we were talking at the time, and it was like, is she turning face? Like, holy shit! Yeah. Like, me and you would talk about her turning face, and you know, her turning face and going against Nia, and it was like, you know, I could see it happening because they need her to be a face to go against Nia as the monster heel and stuff. And then, oh man, that turn in her face, holy shit! She is
tears and everything.
She is like probably one of the best like actors on the roster. You know,
best actors and definitely best promo for women right now too.
Yeah, she's amazing. Like, just that moment, that turn when she went from like baby to just
crying to just
mean heel. Oh my god, it was, man, seriously, like so good. I reinvested in her immediately at that point. Like, good on them.
Yeah, that definitely the match, and then the promo completely set it off.
Yeah, so like, I agree with you, man. Like, she's back up in my esteem now, for sure. They can really do that fast sometimes, can't they? It's impressive.
Oh man, yeah. It's just crazy when you give people chances, right?
Yeah, exactly. Let her do more of that. That's her strength. She's gotta lean into people's strengths. She's never gonna be like a 5-star worker, but she is a 5-star talker. Yeah. You know?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Lean into it, man. Lean into it.
So I'm thinking these next matches probably we won't go too much into them, because like they were
I found this was like 2 mountain peaks and a huge valley in the middle.
Yeah.
This whole show. Like, I really enjoyed the first hour. Like, the women's chamber went an hour, which is pretty dope. I think that might be the longest women's match. Like,
the women's chamber only went. You sure? I thought it said it went like less than 30 minutes, man.
Oh, I don't think so. I mean,
you're putting it an hour, but you're also saying like it's the entrances.
Yeah, sure. I don't think it was like 30 though. It had to be over 30.
From what I saw, it was like 26.
The match after started at like right at 9 on the hour.
We got to factor in the entrances and the promo after, and
well, the women's chamber took up an hour.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah.
So it took up an hour, and then there was an hour in the middle, and then the hour, an hour to change, and an hour to finish. So I was thinking it might have been the longest women's match, but I guess not.
I don't know. Could be. I think. Well, no, the Rumble would be, right.
Oh, non-Rumble, whatever.
But yeah, no. Hey man, I'm the statistician. So.
You're Dana Brooke, the Dana Brooke of this operation.
Speaking of Dana Brooke, we'll get into that match. Titus Worldwide against
Segways.
Yeah. I mean, like we said, they didn't give it to the Bar Titus Worldwide, because there's no reaction to those guys at all, man. Nobody gives a fuck about Titus Worldwide.
Who gives a fuck about the Bar either, man? Like,
they get more of a reaction though.
Now, That being said, that crowd was dead as shit all night, and
Dude, the chamber match was brutal.
they were bad, man. That was a badass crowd. Like they sucked. So I don't really put a shit ton of weight into anybody's crowd reactions last night because that shit was bad.
Yeah, it was bad. Yeah.
Like they started chanting Rusev Day during the Matt Hardy Bray Wyatt match.
Goddamn beach balls, man! Fucking so annoying. Like, why do you bring a beach ball? It's like people who talk in a movie theater. It's like, why are you here? Like, why did you come?
I know. Like, I don't know, man. Like, go to the beach. Go to the beach.
Yeah.
But yeah, the tag match was, I mean, pretty bland and useless. I mean, like, it was one of our hopeful picks that didn't go well. But again, we're gonna keep hoping.
Yeah.
Keep hoping that something unexpected will happen someday.
Well, I'll say, like, they definitely put in the effort. They tried. Like, Sheamus and Cesaro, as always, you know, when
it's all looked good. And
it was a fine match. It just was like, at the end of the day.
I'm pretty happy it's not Seth Rollins still somehow. So
yeah.
I mean, there is that. I was begging for that for a while. So
yeah,
pretty happy about that part. But I don't know, man. Like Revival, something we talked about this on the preview. Yeah. It's just a filler match that was worth nothing, and hopefully, like, move on tonight. I'm excited for Raw tonight, like to
that'll be interesting.
Really actually get on the road to WrestleMania and see what the programs are going to be. Mm-hmm. These are my favorite kind of Raws coming out of shows. So
yeah, it's only 6 weeks, so
that's a good amount of time. So
for sure.
I hope they use it well. They probably fucking won't. But.
No, they'll wait till 2 weeks and then they'll start hitting.
Yeah, we'll probably spin wheels for 2 weeks, but we'll see. Rousey's supposed to be on tonight. So.
Yeah. Was she after? Was she next, or was it Wyatt? I think it was Wyatt.
No, Rousey was before the Chamber.
Then we had. These two Wyatt and Matt Hardy. Is there anything you want to say about that?
That thing was so bland, man. Like holy shit.
The game of hide and seek.
That was okay, actually. It does make Bray look like a goddamn moron.
Well, where was Matt Hardy hiding? Was he just like behind the barricade?
He was under the ring. It's just on like the other side. So it makes Bray look like kind of a dummy, but this whole feud makes both of them look like dummies. So.
Dude, Bray Wyatt looked like a dog whenever you run behind a door, and the dog's like, "Where'd you go? Where are you?" And he's like looking around. He's so clueless.
I feel like Bray's really phoning it in right now, man. Like,
do you blame him? Him?
I know the dude's got some personal problems going on, so you know.
But just they got nothing for him, man.
Might be why they got nothing for him. Like, can't have like messy personal issues spilling out into the media and shit and all that stuff, you know.
Yeah, people saying you're involved in an illegal steroid ring, that could definitely hurt you or not.
Depends who you are, I guess.
Yeah,
as we've seen in many other sports, actually.
Oh yeah.
It always depends on who you are, man. Fuck.
Matt Hardy got the win.
Yeah, I thought he would.
You called it.
I think that he could use some momentum coming out of this. There was some talk somewhere that this wasn't over, like that something else was going to happen. So hopefully the Nero stuff is involved in that. And this doesn't just keep going as though they haven't had a match.
See, I thought that what it was going to be when Matt Hardy disappeared. I thought Brother Nero was going to like take a spot or something, but
that would have been fun.
Yeah, it was something cool, but I guess this is the one thing I noticed too. I forgot to mention why I think it's killing Matt Hardy is the announcers, man. Like they just keep going. Though Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt will do something, and then they'll just go, "Well, I don't know what that was." Like we're so confused. I guess that's Matt Hardy's just broken now. Blah blah blah. Like,
and I noticed that too. They were like, "Oh, Matt Hardy's loopy. He's lost it." You know.
Yeah, and they just don't. They're like, I don't understand what that was. It's like, well, then you're not helping your audience at all. Like
they're clearly just saying we don't get this gimmick.
Yeah,
it's like Vince yelling in Michael Cole's ear, "I don't get this," which is like our whole fear. I think we voiced about 6 months ago, or maybe longer actually, because before the Hardys came in, it was like, I want to see it back, but I don't want them to ruin it, and it's totally ruined now, man. Like totally ruined.
Totally.
I don't think it's dead, but it's like so close.
They did say broken though. I'm pretty sure Michael Cole was like, Matt Hardy is broken.
Well, he owns the IP now, so
it's just weird that they're still calling him woken. But,
Vince, he's gonna want to get his thing over even if he's not gonna get sued.
True.
It's his thing.
Damn, I thought I knew all the matches and now I'm blanking on what the other one was.
We are missing one. For sure.
It was Damn. Clearly didn't. Oh, fuck. It's only tip my. Oh, Asuka and Nia Jax, obviously.
Duh. Yeah, shit. I was blanking on that too. I thought that was pretty good, if somewhat clunky.
I thought it was a lot more fast paced than I expected. I thought Nia was going to beat her up a lot more, but it was a lot of back and forth, which I prefer because I just want to see Nia just murder Asuka for 20 minutes and then Asuka do whatever. Like,
exactly. I thought the match had a pretty good build and a good story told. Nia blew a few spots that looked that just looked a little not great, but she's a little green still, and it just shows sometimes, and that's okay. You know, like when she did that bonsai drop and hit the bottom rope instead of missing the bottom rope, and just kind of like fell right on her tailbone. Like,
oh, that was brutal.
Man, like,
yeah, she took some big bumps.
Yeah, she's still a little clunky in the ring, right? And sometimes it shows up, unfortunately. But yeah, I was pretty entertained by the whole thing. Like, you know, Asuka really had to chop her down and almost had her beat. It made Nia look really, really strong. You know,
and even Asuka,
I didn't really care for the post match beatdown because I think it's like a little too strong because you still need Asuka to be strong, also, right?
Well, yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do from this now.
It was kind of the same thing as like Braun and Roman at the end of the chamber, like just to dabble in that a little bit. I felt like it was pretty similar. Like you kind of need the person who just won to look strong because they have a huge program starting tomorrow.
Yeah.
And instead you make this other person look stronger, and I don't get why.
They did. They honestly copied a lot this entire pay-per-view with the men and the women.
I agree.
Like everything was just mirroring each other. It was weird.
I agree. No, they used a lot of the same like gimmicks, and you know, it kind of shows how shallow the writing is at times. Like they're like, now that they're writing real storylines for the women, it's like there's two writing teams and they come together like, oh my god, it's like that Spider-Man meme where they're both pointing at each other.
Oh, good idea. Yeah, we thought of it too.
Like, and they're just reinforcing each other's crap ideas because they keep getting the same crap ideas. Like, this must be good. Two people or two groups independently are thinking of this. This must be great.
When you know it's really just the people writing for the women are by the air vent, listening to the people writing for the men. They're like, oh, that's a good one.
Oh, that's a good idea. I need to do that. Fuck, man. Yeah, I would have liked Asuka to look a little stronger, but with how strong they made Nia look before this match, during, and after, even her winning just makes her look pretty strong. So, and yeah, it was a good match, man. I like the finish too. Like Asuka, not necessarily a roll up, but like a skillful roll up. You know, like it's still a roll up, but it's not one of those that seems like an escape. You know, it seems like she's skillful enough to turn this into a pinning combination.
The offense,
yeah. But I really liked it. I thought it was about as good as we were going to get, kind of thing. You know,
I agree.
If Nia didn't blow those few spots, I would have thought it was fucking great. I'll tell you that. And like, no hate, man. Like she's doing her best. Like we all blow spots sometimes.
Exactly.
The barricade spot was super dope, though.
Which one?
When she speared her through the fucking barricade after.
It's always, like you said, man. It's always gonna get a pop.
I fucking love barricade spots. It's never a bad thing. Like I saw people on Twitter bitching about it. I'm like, oh, grow up, fuck off. Like more barricade. You gotta let your cynicism go and just enjoy a good fucking barricade spear. Come on. Like shit. I would have preferred a jury in the match, but you know, whatever. If Asuka comes, Asuka's gonna have to buzzsaw some shit tonight, though. Like, I could see her like maybe jumping Nia and having a short little like kick her ass this week, beat her down harder next week program or something like that.
I feel like they're gonna have her cut another promo.
I feel like Asuka's about to jump to SmackDown tonight anyway, so
that'd be cool.
Well, I think tonight. I don't know if they announced it, but it feels like this should be when she announces, right?
Yeah, they gotta start building towards that. But I don't know. If they're gonna do that, they might wait till after Fastlane, and then Charlotte, when she beats Ruby Riott, she'll be like, "I've cleared out this division," blah blah blah, and then.
Fucking hell, you're so right. I hate that. You're absolutely right, though. Shit.
You're gonna have to wait. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. I don't know how they justify that without giving it away, though. You know. Like, what the fuck do they do with Asuka and Alexa and shit for the next 2 weeks?
I don't. That's why I think, man. I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know if they're gonna switch her to Raw or SmackDown, man. I don't know.
It's really annoying. Well, I hope they do. They do.
But yeah, speaking of that, then Ronda Rousey
Yeah.
I think I've seen everything I've read, everybody shares the same sentiment. It's like really awkward and clunky to start, and then just awesome. I don't know.
Yeah. I was really questioning those first couple minutes of that. I think she honestly forgot her lines. And when Triple H started speaking, and he was like, just so we're clear, you don't want any special clauses and shit in this contract. I swear, man, I'm pretty sure those were Ronda's lines.
Oh, 100%, because she cut him off like halfway.
Yeah. And she was like, yeah, that's right. I don't want any privileges, you know? And I was like, oh, you forgot your lines. But Triple H is a pro, man. He saved that segment.
Oh, God, yeah.
As he does a lot, honestly. Is the pop he got when he came out? Fucking
dude, everybody loves Triple H except for you. Everybody loves Triple H.
I love Triple H now. I love 2018 Triple H. I hate wrestler Triple H.
Fair enough. You like
I will forever always hate late 90s, early zeros wrestling Triple H. Yes. Yes.
You just didn't appreciate those spine busters and jumping knees, man.
He drove me away from wrestling for like 2 years because I was bored and sick of watching him win everything for fucking 2 years straight. Fuck him.
That's my guy.
Fuck end of Attitude Era Triple H. Like after WCW died, Triple H ruined everything for me.
That's why I'm Triple H and you're Stone Cold.
Yes, exactly. Two-man power trip, baby.
Two-man power trip.
Triple H totally saved the segment. I really loved how it ended. Once we flipped to angry Ronda, man. Like we've been talking about, angry Ronda, best Ronda.
Like two completely different people. It's insane, man. Like she comes out all smiles and you're like, oh, this chick sucks, and then just like instantly flips a switch and you're like, holy shit, this chick's terrifying. She's like
living out her dream and it's all that kind of shit, which like I get why she comes out smiley, but then we all want badass Ronda, you know? Like we love the Ronda in the press conference talking shit, the Ronda walking out to the ring looking like she's going to literally rip a motherfucker's head off, like, you know, and that's the Ronda we all want to see, and that's the Ronda we actually got after a few minutes.
She needs Paul Heyman.
Absolutely.
She needs a mouthpiece.
But I would worry that just really casts her as female Lesnar. And I mean, they might cast her as female Lesnar anyway, but that's what she already is. Like I know, but like, how much do you really want to lean into that? Like hard, you know? Like everybody kind of knows it. If you put Heyman with her, it's like so obvious. I don't know. True, but I will say, like that segment definitely reminded me of that Lesnar segment that he totally blew right before they had to bring Heyman back with his feet up and shit.
Fucking John Laurinaitis was his mouthpiece.
That was so bad. It like reminded me of that. It was like, how fast can a serious, legit, badass monster lose face? You know, like it was like through the fucking hourglass. Like every second this was happening, it was getting worse. And she almost lost the crowd too. She was real close. It was like lukewarm when she came out. She started talking. She was too quiet. You know, and you hear people just starting to kind of turn on her, you know.
But speaking of like Triple H saving it, like helped her obviously with the promo, but Angle saved that too. Just like awkward little Angle being like, "No, I got nothing to say except you know, they're trying to use you," and just like as he's walking away.
His acting was like hilarious, so man.
Good. That's like classic like early Angle. Like when he did a sketch with Edge and Christian and stuff, like that was.
It was. You can't like always. I don't know, man. Old Kurt Angle here seems to have lost a step, like on the mic as well as in the ring. And I don't want to see many more segments that hinge on Kurt Angle's acting ability because that was really fucking close to danger zone there, man. Really close to being comical. You know, like
it was just. I think it was perfect comical though.
Oh god, but it was close to being bad comical. Like. It would have. Like, this is Ronda's debut Angle and shit. Like this needs to be a big fucking serious deal, and he almost fucked it up. But
it was so good.
The justification for everything is pretty cool. I loved the "we'll own the bitch" line. That was
yes. You know that. I feel like there's something where it's like either he wasn't supposed to say it or Triple H didn't cut him off quick enough.
Hey man, it's a network show. They can say whatever the fuck they want, right?
That's true, but it's still. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they dabble in some Attitude Era here and there for us. They could. You know, people of our demo and not the children. Yeah. Just to get you a little hooked now and then with some Attitude Era glory, because that's what that Angle felt like. That's what that whole segment felt like.
Yeah.
Was a beautiful Attitude Era thing that was like almost a train wreck, and then somehow was beautiful and memorable.
Yes. Yeah. Just remember that Triple H took that table spot so good.
Oh, it was
Like
perfect.
it looked like she just like completely just power slammed him, and Triple H just completely.
I was so impressed. Like, this is what I mean about 2018 Triple H. Like, I was so impressed that he took the table spot.
I saw somebody being like, of course Stephanie doesn't get touched until Mania because you got to protect her.
Honestly, like, Steph went through a table last Mania and you didn't see her for 6 fucking months. So
it's true.
If you want to keep that kayfabe alive, you can't have her come back on Raw tomorrow.
Yeah.
Shit. Triple H goes through tables all the time, man. It's just
sweet does.
The way shit goes, man. But like, yeah, he took that like a champ. Triple H is the MVP of that whole fucking segment, in my opinion. He saved it. He fed Rondo lines. He took the table spot like a champ. Even like the little things too. Like he kind of overshot it, right? And then he hit the table, and then kind of like instantly crawled back, so he'd be able to have this like sweet "I'm dead" pose, on the broken table. And I was like, "Oh, Triple H, you're fucking dope, man."
Yeah, he's
like I really like 2018 Triple H. He gets the business, and as long as I don't actually have to watch him kick punch, we're good.
Not me, man. I want to see him get another title run.
Fuck that. He had his last one, and I almost like, oh man, he won that.
Was a great run.
He won that fucking Rumble. I was so pissed.
We did get to see a great match with him and Ambrose, though. That was a great match.
That was true. Oh man, that was classic. Actually, that was wonderful. That was one of the best matches I've ever seen live. Yeah, right up there with DIY. Revival.
But yeah. So hopefully,
I loved it. I'm excited for where Ronda's going now. Pretty sports entertained.
If she's on Raw tonight, like they said, like either get her a mouthpiece or don't have her like smile and shit.
Yeah, I loved when she just got up in Triple H's face, and shit like that. Like, they need more of that. They're gonna have to build her in some way as a character. But the world already kind of knows Ronda. You don't have to introduce Ronda. Everybody knows who Ronda Rousey is.
I know. I hated when they started doing that when they were cutting the promo when her in the ring. They're like, she's this. It's like, we know.
Yeah, exactly. Like, everybody knows who Ronda Rousey is, and it's like it's pretty easy for them to just kind of go. Like, I don't think they have to do a lot of character building. So I don't know. I would hope that she just does more of a Lesnar thing where she just is kind of mean, staring down motherfuckers and shit. I think
Goldberg.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like Goldberg.
I'm interested in how they build her up through Mania, because I don't think she'll have a match before then, because they'll want to have like Ronda Rousey's debut match at Mania. But maybe they'll have her like train or get hazed or some shit. I don't know. I'm interested, man. Like,
it'll be interesting.
This is very, very unique, because like Brock was different because he was there before, right?
Well, Brock was a wrestler, then UFC.
It's like, we all knew Brock anyway.
Yeah, it's basically the flip of CM Punk going to UFC.
Yeah, it is actually.
Wouldn't
be surprised if Vince worked out some sort of loose trade like that.
Because Lesnar's going back.
Saw that too, man. That sucks.
Why, man? I so much more prefer that.
Oh, me too. It just like, he's such a tease. Like, to put out, that's kind of shitty business, man. Like, it's Elimination Chamber, and he puts out a pic with him and Dana White on the day of Elimination Chamber. That's like, I get it. It's business and stuff, but it's like, it's just kind of shitty, man.
Yeah. Wearing a UFC shirt.
Exactly. Like, I was just like, oh, Brock, come on. Fuck you.
And unless he fights John Jones, though, I don't really care.
No, I'll watch any fight Brock Lesnar's ever in. Without any shame. I'll tell you that right now.
I just want to see him fight Jones.
He could fight when he's like 50 against like Fedor or some shit, and Fedor is like 60.
Look the same too, man.
I'll watch him.
He'll look the exact same as he is now. Like, it's hilarious.
Doesn't he look like that when he was a baby? He's a tiny little muscular baby.
Yeah.
Like, this huge fucking neck. It's always
Same hair.
Same hair. Exactly. He came out with that crew cut.
Yes. But yeah, I guess we'll get into the coup de grace, as they say, the main event.
The men's Elimination Chamber, which was also really dope.
So, I think it was just the crowd, man, was flattening it, but I do love it. Was a lot slower pace, but everybody sold a lot, and it was a cool way. It just sucks that you knew how it was going to end. It's almost like if there was anybody, if it was like Seth Rollins who took down Braun or anybody else, it just would have been so much better. But the fact that it's Roman, you're just like, it just completely diminishes everything Braun did.
Well,
it's like he's just feeding him to Roman.
But that's why, right? Like you're supercharging Braun into this like mega boss throughout the course of the match.
That was fucking crazy though.
But like, I get the logic. But
no, I get it. I get everything.
Like obviously, I think we all get the logic of it. But the way they went about the match, like, didn't actually make Roman look strong in the end, because like everybody hit their finishers on Braun, including a spear and a coup de grace and all that shit, and it didn't put him down. And then, just 2 puts him down. It was just like, it seemed weak,
And
like,
I don't know. This is the whole like, once it becomes just him, it's just Superman punch, Superman punch, Superman punch, Superman punch. It's like, fuck.
Yeah. Like, we both had documented suspicions about maybe Seth Rollins winning this match. So it was nice that Seth came down to the final 3, because it left drama, for me at least, because I felt like Finn, while I would have enjoyed it, I didn't really think he was going to win. So like, if Seth went out and it was like Finn, Roman, Braun, I would have been like, well, fuck, this is over. Like, Roman's winning this thing. But like, Seth being there left a little bit of doubt. But then I hated the turn. I hated the turn because, like, with how strong Braun had been showing himself to be in that match, how the fuck do you turn on Roman without killing him first, you idiot? You just made Seth Rollins look like a fucking idiot.
Just ruined yourself,
Like, it just made him look like an idiot, honestly. Like, not savvy. Like, Sasha Banks looked savvy when she knocked Millie off that pod.
Because that was a savage moment,
Yeah, Seth looked dumb, though. That was dumb, man.
Totally agree.
So, like, that was dumb for Seth, and he got killed like 2 minutes later. I would have loved if it came down to Seth and Roman instead.
I was thinking that too. That definitely would have made even more drama too.
And I think the crowd would have popped a little harder instead of like the kind of like, like, okay, fine.
We get it. Oh, it's just Braun and Roman now? Okay.
Like, they could have teamed up, but, Braun could have killed Seth temporarily and then gone over to Roman, and Roman kills him, and Roman still gets the rub of killing the guy who killed everyone else.
Yeah.
And then we come down to an actual dramatic, Shield final 2, and everybody kind of leaves satisfied when they wrestle for another 10 minutes or so,
Mm-hmm.
So it was just unsatisfying, man. Like, I think it was another hopeful pick where we hoped it was going to be Seth, and it would be fun and stuff like that. But we've been waiting for this for 3 years, man.
Might as well just get it done.
Get it the fuck out of the way. I'm happy that we're getting it out of the way and there's no complications, and this is a clean one-on-one Brock Roman. Do it now. Money in the Bank's not in the mix. Nobody can save the day. Roman's got to get the fuck over.
Unless Carmella wants to cash in, but
that'd be so funny if she like pulls an R-Truth, like runs out there. My bad.
Yeah. I will say though, like, obviously Roman and Brock's gonna be a good match. It's just,
I don't want to shit on it.
it's gonna be good.
I tried to resolve this to myself last night that like I'm gonna try to not be shitty about Lesnar Reigns. I'm gonna just try to go reset and just try to take the program for what it is, because like you can't fight. You can't fight like nature like that.
Exactly. Just accept it.
You can't stop icebergs. Like, icebergs are just gonna happen.
We're all the Titanic in this situation.
Yeah, so I mean, like,
down.
I just kind of want to. I'm intrigued to see how they do this, because like we have all been waiting for this program for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we all knew coming out of that Mania that we were probably headed at some point back to Roman and Brock one-on-one, and how we're going to get there and how long, and the winding road. Didn't think it would be 3 years, but it has been, and I want to see how they book this thing. I hope they don't do the same fucking thing as they did last time.
I have a feeling it might be similar, but I still think it's gonna be good, man. They're just gonna beat the fuck out of each other. So.
Oh, it's gonna be good. I really enjoyed their first one.
Yeah, same here. It was way better than I thought it was gonna be.
It was stiff. Like, it was probably one of Roman's first like really good matches where people actually took notice that he was a pretty good in-ring worker.
For sure.
And yeah, I was enjoying the hell out of it. And I was pulled in, it got really dramatic, and I was like, how's this going to go? This feels like it's going to go a certain way, but then you get in and maybe not. This feels different.
Yeah.
I think Roman earned a lot of respect that day too from a lot of people, because he got the shit beat out of him by Brock Lesnar for about 25 minutes. And didn't bend or break or slow down. So I respected Roman a lot more after that match for sure. Like, felt like he kind of had some first rights in the industry, because he had been pretty bubbled till then, pretty bubble wrapped, and it's not like he came up going through tax and fire and glass and all this bullshit, wrestling for $25 a night in a bingo hall.
Yeah.
Like, he came up cushy, man, and to see him actually take some hard knocks was kind of nice.
Yeah, you're
he's got to take lumps with this. But yeah, like the Chamber, I thought they did a really good job building drama throughout. Again, like the women, they built a really good story throughout too. Miz totally got punked hard.
Why did he have to get eliminated before last year? Like, there's no reason for it.
He was the absolution of that match. He just got killed, man. It sucked. Like, I hated it.
I did really, like, I don't know, him running away and then getting just like smashed into the. It was perfect. But
he looks like the way they booked him versus Braun, though. Like, if they do him and Braun for the IC, how would you ever believe he could win that match?
I don't know. I don't know if they just have him squash it, but I like the Miz is a lot better, man. I think if you allow him to get some offense in, it's believable. I could see it, man.
I just kayfabe, like kayfabe. You'd have to run a pretty solid program for the next month of like Miz, softening up Braun or something, or maybe hurting his knee or something, like to just make it. Well, the top fucking 6 people, in the whole goddamn company couldn't beat this guy last night, right?
Yeah.
So to have the smallest dude who's been booked the weakest out of all of them,
Hey, he did beat Roman clean.
Yeah, maybe not the weakest. Maybe Finn's probably the weakest.
Yeah.
Even Elias has been booked stronger than Finn lately.
But man, Finn's offense against Braun was really good too. Like, I'd love to see that.
That Finn Braun spot, like their 2 or 3 minutes together, was really good. Like Finn is a really good small guy, man. Like versus big dudes,
it's believable that he's actually hurting them and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like he squared up against Braun, and he's like $180, right? And I was like, okay, I'd still buy this, man. Like, you can build anyone to be believable if you do it right. And Finn's been presented as a main event guy who can take down anyone the whole time, right? So no reason why he can't chop down Braun if he just works his offense, and he did. Felt believable. Yeah,
for sure.
Just let me know, like, these little gut checks of like, is Finn actually over? Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Like, he can stand face to face with Braun and get pops and believably chop him down. Fuck yeah, he's over. Absolutely he is. He had a good showing. I thought his blue tights looked a little like Blue Tista, but
what's going on? Him and Rollins, man, just keep swapping colors.
I love that Monday Night Rollins shirt though that he was rocking.
I loved it, but it's just Monday Night Jericho shirt, man. He's just ripping them off.
Yes.
I saw that. I was like, it's cool, but you're just ripping off Jericho.
The wordplay works so well, you can't not put out the shirt.
I know. It's just like anybody could do that, though. Monday Night Strowman, Monday Night Reigns, like, it just works for everybody.
But it's in his name, Monday Night Rollins,
Oh, well, he should have spelled it that way then. Right? I didn't know. I didn't even think of that. He should have put Raw.
It took me a minute, too. Don't worry about it.
I would have never got that. Oh, shit. It sounds like Raw.
It's better now.
Right? Yeah, it's better.
Yeah. Rollins had a great showing, too. Rollins looked fucking dope again.
Let's just quick before that though. While we talked about the Miz, I just want to say it was hilarious when he was going around and tripping, like making fun of everybody in their pods. And then when he gets to Braun, and Braun just smacks him.
Great. I laughed honestly. I LOL'd, like legit LOL. Braun's awesome and Miz is awesome. Like that was an awesome moment for both of them. They have been subtly building Miz Braun well for a few weeks now.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, and if the mixed match challenge ends up with them, like it seems like it will, then. Good players, baby.
Well, there you go. That adds to the IC match.
I absolutely love that Miz going around talking shit thing though. That was perfect. Absolutely perfect for Miz. He did this to Roman too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was like, I think he was like mocking everybody, like doing all their shit. Yeah. But yeah. So Rollins, like you said, Rollins, another great performance. Yeah.
Great showing, man. He's been like on fire right now. Like he's definitely played himself into a major role at Mania. I don't know what it is. But
it seems like it's just going to be either him and Finn, or I could see maybe like a multi-man ladder match for the IC title.
I don't know about ladder. I think US is going to get the ladder.
I feel like you have better people for the IC title, though. If you go like Finn, Rollins, Miz, Strowman, maybe throw in. I don't know.
Throw Elias in there.
Yeah, you can put Elias in there.
Elias has no program. So
Elias, and I'm sure we could find one more person. If Joe was around, it would have been perfect. But
hey, maybe they can bring Joe back. He might be healthy. They just might be keeping him off TV. Right now.
But yeah,
But that'd be cool. I don't want to see two of those though, and like I don't know where the hell the U.S. title scene's heading, but Mania feels like you were saying, like it's a lot of double ups, you know.
Jinder and Bobby Roode, man, money match.
Oh, it's gonna be Jinder and Orton, you know,
Probably
one on one, no stipulations, and it's gonna happen in
let's not talk about it. I don't want
it's
to
gonna
talk.
happen in like the 4th hour of the card, and it's gonna be presented as a really big deal.
Because you know Orton's not going on pre-show, so
You got it, buddy.
let's not talk about that. I don't want to talk about that. Bring me down. Who else?
Rollins looked good. Finn looked good. Roman looked good too, honestly. Like I thought Roman had a pretty good chamber showing. Vitriol aside, you know.
I think the best though is just it was hilarious because we were saying how Braun's just gonna eat everybody's finish and then get knocked out, and it's like he ate everybody's finish, but he kept kicking out like one, and he kept pushing throwing them and shit.
That was great, man. I absolutely loved like the Braun progression. How he got like closer and closer and closer to getting pinned the whole time.
Yeah.
I just really thought that like they should have taken him out a little earlier because it was like to put so much stock in Braun, or at least have Roman beat a couple dudes or something during the match. You know, like you didn't have to load all the power into Strowman and then put Reigns over it. It just felt like overkill. You know.
Well, and then to have him beat up, like it ends with Strowman coming out on top. It's like the Nia thing, man. It's like, what do you do now? Do you have Roman? Roman's just gonna have to, I guess, beat Strowman before Lesnar
again, right? I saw like Brian Alvarez going off about that, like on some Reddit post or some shit. He was like, it's the same fucking thing as like Roman's first push when he had that shitty program against Big Show before his Mania match with Lesnar because he like had to beat a giant.
Yeah,
and it feels the same.
I feel like it'll probably be something like Braun comes out and he's like, I pinned 6 guys.
Yeah,
I have the record, and then this guy pins one person, me, and he wins. Like, I deserve to be the guy. And so I could see them doing like a Roman Braun match for maybe he gets added to it or he takes over his spot, just to have Roman beat him clean and not have any issues with it.
Yeah. And to not have the whole like everybody else help chop down Braun and then Roman finished it kind of vibe. The thing was too, like I thought they left too much time in between Braun like 3/4 dying and then coming back at the end. You know? Like he kind of built up too much power again. And then by the time Roman beat him, it seemed a little ridiculous because at full power he hadn't been able to be beat. He seemed to be back at full power and then he was beat. What happened? Like you know? So yeah, you're probably right. I bet you it's got to be quick though, man, because it's only 6 weeks, right? So it's got to be like
they could do it tonight.
Yeah, maybe they're running. Maybe they'll run a quick 2-week. They'll run a quick 2-week program with everyone on Raw to match up with SmackDown coming out of Fastlane.
Yeah, probably.
And we'll just get all that. We'll get a couple weeks of like Roman looks strong, Nia looks strong. You know, it's that.
Oh, it'll be interesting, like we said.
I'm happy we're here, man. After Mania looks like the most open it's been in 3 years. So
yeah, there's a lot of good matchups, and Roman's not holding that title for a full year, so we're going to see a lot of title switches. A lot of guys are going to get runs. Hopefully Braun, hopefully Joe, Rollins.
You better not. I have this feeling like Roman's going to eventually beat Punk's reign, the 434-day reign.
I don't think.
I just really hope it's not now.
I hope, because you literally just gave, like, Lesnar's going to have a full year reign. So to do that and then to go to over a year and a half.
NXT women just did that. This is the exact same thing. Asuka was champ for like a fucking year and a half, and they gave it to Ember, who will probably be champ for like 6-8 months too.
I don't know. I hope not, man. Just because like
they end up with like 3 years of babyface champions. It's fucking ridiculous.
That or it's either that or I think they're going the Cena route with the title defenses. But
Cena too. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Oh, I saw when you tweeted that. I was like, I wanted to tweet something too. I just couldn't articulate it the way, like, I wasn't sure how to say it. And then I saw you wrote it, and I was like, yeah, it's perfect. Yeah, that's exactly
awesome.
what they said.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. No, yeah, that was that. I accidentally, I had Raw left on.
Yeah.
Cena came out, and I was watching it. I'm like, fuck, Cena looks over. Like,
that was a great promo, man. Like Cena, even just when he was leaving the ring, he looked like heartbroken. And like he's a great actor, right? And
He's crying.
for wrestling, you know,
hey man,
like I think he's a pretty fair actor anyway.
Blockers looks really good. Have you seen 12 Rounds?
Yeah.
Great.
But like his character work was amazing, man. Like he was that Raw Talk interview, he was seriously doubting himself, and it looked so real, you know. Like aging veteran questioning himself, Cena. Like it felt like a like a veteran quarterback, and he's answering questions about whether he still got it, you know, even though they just had a big playoff loss, and he's like, I don't know, I got to go off and think about some shit, you know. The game's passed me by and stuff. Like I fucking love that, man. That's a great angle for Cena to be working right now, and it opens him up for a little heel work.
So it's that or a great Taker feud. Like it makes the Taker feud make sense.
Absolutely,
it's like the Shawn Michaels thing.
Yeah, it made it make perfect sense, and like I absolutely loved how, like, I think I tweeted that it seemed like the thought struck him halfway through the interview.
Yeah,
he just like had this moment. He looked off. He's like, I know something I can do, and then he just left. He just bailed the rest of the interview. He just put his mic down and left. And I was, oh man, that's fresh. That was really fresh Cena, man. Like that was interesting Cena. I don't know when the last time Cena interested me like that was.
Yeah, no, there was like, it was genuine. It's like you actually feel like it's like he was actually saying this for real. Because we was talking about like he's trying to do other things and it's taking away from cover. And the biggest thing everybody always talks about how he was chirping The Rock for leaving Hollywood, and then he became The Rock. So in his mind, like kayfabe, he's like, I'm just a shitty like.
Yep. I hope they bring that in. I loved the whole like I've been losing because I'm distracted part of it too. Because like I think we were talking about that a few weeks ago. Like Cena's been losing a fucking lot lately, to the point where it's like diminished his importance. Because they're trying to backburner him for Roman, which I totally get, but it definitely has lessened his star. And I kind of like, I don't know if it was intentional or not, but they're making really good lemonade out of that. If not, you know. So I'm very, very intrigued with where John Cena's headed right now.
I saw somebody put up like their like fantasy WrestleMania card, and they had Roman against Taker in a casket match. And I was like, that's Roman, fuck that. But I was thinking, like, if you're gonna do Cena Taker can't go like he used to. I think a gimmick match would be great, and like a buried alive or a casket match.
I could see a casket, but somebody needs to win that match, you know.
I know, but it's just like Taker's lost twice now. He's gonna lose 2 in a row. I just think, I don't know. I feel like it something. Or how about this? Before Mania, Cena buries Taker, and then at Mania he wrestles the American Badass.
Fuck. Oh man, I love that American Badass fantasy booking that we pulled off, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
No, I know what you mean. Like it should just be a singles match, but also kind of like the idea of like a gimmick match, just to kind of hide Taker's kind of.
I think that'd be good.
Shortcomings.
I think Cena will work him better than Roman did.
Obviously, because Cena's the veteran, right?
He's smarter, I think, in the ring. I don't think Roman knew what to do last year. Like I think he was Taker was supposed to lead that thing, and then he got concussed, and Roman didn't know what the fuck to do, and it was so clear.
He got so long.
So like Cena will be better than that, obviously, and they'll tell a fantastic story, probably along the lines of like that Triple H Taker Hell in a Cell story. Oh man, that's still one of the best stories I've ever seen and told in a match. And like I think it'll probably be like career, you know.
That's what I'm thinking too. And I mean, who's gonna win, but there's still always the whole like wrestling. That's the thing with wrestling, right? You always know who's gonna win, but then like they always almost get you.
See, that's a good bookend, buddy, because we started the show talking about hope and continuing to watch WWE with hope in our hearts. That something good and swervy will happen, and I think we're closing on hope too.
Here. Yeah, man. I think it's a good way because we've been talking for like an hour, so
I know
over an hour.
But like it is why we watch, right? It's like exactly. I want to hope, I want to see the moment, but man, I think Chamber was a good show, and I think that's evidenced by it took us an hour to chop through it all in the layers.
The chambers were good. The in between with the chambers were good. Yeah.
Like we basically spent 30 each talking about those chambers right now. Like that's really good storytelling and work for both the women and the men to pull all those storylines and all those layers, all that good stuff and spots and memorable shit. I mean, I want memorable shit. Those are
Yeah.
memorable. I will remember like good 3 or 4 or 5 spots from both that whole show, right? So good job. Good job, everybody.
Way to go, WWE. You did it.
We were pretty way off on our predictions too. We don't even track them. I think we both had like 1 or 2.
I think you won because you got Matt Hardy right.
Yeah. Awesome. Wow. So glad I flipped a coin and landed on that.
But yeah.
But
Fastlane will be different.
Road to WrestleMania. Onward.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah.
As always, like, share, subscribe. Follow us on the Twitter and the Insta at Punch Stomp.
Yeah.
And join us in a couple hours for the Raw review.
Yeah, we will be back for Raw. That is true.
It'll be shorter. It
will. Yeah. Well, we'll see. WWE will determine how short or long it is, honestly. Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
Peace.
KPS.